Chen Peng, what are you laughing at? I was jolted awake by someone nudging me. Blinking sleepily, I realized my wife was standing right in front of me. Wow, it was just a dream. I never would have thought I'd have such a crazy dream. My wife cheating on me, and on top of that, we had a daughter. I had a dream. Wait, was I laughing in my sleep? I asked with a grin. She rolled her eyes and pointed to our son, who was sleeping next to me. And you're laughing? Look at what you did. I asked you to watch our son, and not only did you fall asleep, but you hogged all the blankets, leaving him out in the cold. What kind of father does that? I quickly sat up, smacked my forehead, and pulled the blanket over our son. Seeing how peacefully he was sleeping, I couldn't help but lean down and give him a loving kiss on the forehead. Get up and make breakfast already. I've got a surprise for you later, my wife said. A surprise? I asked curiously, my mind immediately racing. Our son was still asleep, which seemed like the perfect opportunity, but it was like she could read my mind. She shot me a knowing glance and pointed at me. Don't get any ideas? You're not getting a chance for a while. Just look. With that, she pulled something out of her bag and handed it to me. I took it and froze. It was an ultrasound report. It read, uterus enlarged, gestational sac visible, 3.3 by 1.8 by 2.1 centimeters. Roque sac detected, fetal pole with primitive heart activity noted. Diagnosis, pregnancy. Honey, I had someone check. It's a girl. You're gonna have a little princess. Isn't that exciting? Really? I jumped out of bed and grabbed her in a tight hug, too thrilled to say anything. We had been planning for a second child since last year, carefully timing everything around her ovulation. But despite all our efforts, it hadn't happened. Until now. With a son already, having a daughter would make our family complete. It was perfect. Suddenly, my wife pulled away from my embrace. All right, go make breakfast. Our son's going to wake up hungry soon. I nodded, tidied myself up, and headed to the kitchen to get busy. Today was Christmas, and with my wife pregnant with our second child, I was in the best mood. I whipped up a table full of my signature dishes and even took the time to arrange a bouquet of roses in the center. I ran out for a bit and spent $1,000 on 2 bottles of top-shelf wine. Tonight, I was going to let loose and celebrate properly. When I got back, I called my wife and son to the table. Once they sat down, I poured each of them a glass of freshly squeezed juice, then filled my own glass with white wine. After a few moments of silence, I began, Honey, I just want to say thank you. You've done so much for this family. I love you. Here's to you. She gave me a playful look. What are you doing? Have some shame. At least in front of the kid? I smiled at our son, then stood up and walked over to clink glasses with her. But just as I was about to, her phone buzzed with a notification from WeChat. Out of habit, I glanced over and caught sight of 2 glaring words in the message, my love. I pretended I hadn't noticed. After clinking glasses, I downed my drink in one go. This wine was my favorite. It never gave me a hangover. But tonight, strangely enough, after just one glass, I already felt it hitting me hard.